Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of two videos we've got for you today.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
Happy New Year.
Why are you so loud?
I feel terrible.
Oh, man.
I think we need a little hair of the dog, if you know what I mean.
I don't want no hair.
No hair. There you go. That'll do you right up.
Ugh, gross.
What are you doing?
How are you supposed to get to the drink? There's so much stuff here. That's way better now. That's
Feel better?
That's delicious.
Thank you so much to Manscaped for being our longtime sponsor. I hope you guys click the links down below, see if there's something there for you. I'd recommend their new stuff like the body wash and the
In the new year with the new you.
There you go. All right, let's do a little AJS news. So I finally got the Halo review out. Took a little longer than I wanted, but it's out now. Check that out. And if you've already checked it out, go or watch it. Give it a rewatch because for some reason YouTube cut it down to 10 minutes. I was
going to text you, but then I saw your post as I waited.
Yeah, and Dr. Evil was right on top of it too. There was like a little 6-second black screen that I was trying to edit out at the 5-minute mark. And it completely destroyed the whole review, and it made it only 10 minutes. I'm like, how does that make sense? Never use the YouTube editor. So some of you were saying it. Please go and rewatch it, check it out, support it, because it fucking lost. It was like 200,000 views, and I had to take it down. I've never had to do that before. So I've essentially lost 200,000 views. It sucks. But thank you so much. Check out our Halo review. We have Joe Tana.
Otana book.
OJ Tana. Okay, anyway, so what the hell has happened over the past week, Alex?
E3's canceled again. Surprise, surprise.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm okay. Yeah. I'm all right with it because, the ESA kind of sucked at running it, and I want everybody to be comfortable before they come back.
Well,
and Omicron is going on right now.
I was going to say, we got a new variant. And
super infectious. Not quite as, hurtful or whatever. It's more a upper respiratory rather than a lower respiratory. But it's super infectious. So that makes total sense to me.
Yeah, they're attributing to the ongoing health risks presented by COVID. No word on whether a virtual event will be held. I imagine they're going to. They made mention that they're going to give us new announcements. We remain incredibly excited about the future of E3 and look forward to announcing more details soon. They did virtual last time. We're almost certainly going to do another virtual because they're not missing out on those ad dollars. They definitely want to get those ones in there. So we will figure out eventually what the digital event will look like.
Which is
and then so we'll just
which is interesting because TwitchCon is still going to go. You got TwitchCon Amsterdam held in July 2022, and then you've got TwitchCon San Diego in October 2022. So the Amsterdam one would have been around the same time as the E3 one. I wonder if Twitch is going to cancel because of... I don't think so. Because I actually just got... Well, he probably doesn't know. One of our partners, or who helped us out a long time ago, Kevin, he gave a little DM. He's like, hey, how y'all guys doing? Oh, stay safe, keep rocking, and maybe I'll see you at TwitchCon this year. That's what reminded me that TwitchCon is doing theirs.
Because last time, I would fucking love to go. I miss going out to conventions, stuff like that. But I think last time they did, they said they were gonna do it, but like a couple months they just ended up canceling it. Which I'm thinking
I just don't know about
happen.
the travel. It's like, I guess I gotta fucking do research.
Get refundable tickets because you do not want to be stuck. Plan on going and then be forced to be in Amsterdam without a TwitchCon. There's probably nothing to do,
right? What are
right?
we gonna do?
Yeah.
What is this coffee shop? Let's go check it out.
Oh, these red lights. All right.
Worth it.
Yeah, it should still be fun.
I just think for me, I would be all right with 2023. Is what I'm. That's what I'm feeling comfortable with.
I'm missing.
Maybe even the end of 2022, but we'll have to see how things shake out.
Yeah, hopefully things get better. Well, Dying Light 2, we got some news. Kind of weird news. Apparently it's going to take 500 hours to fully complete.
So don't expect a review on
Why
launch.
did they tweet that? Like, I love the Dying Light 2 people. They love our show, you know.
It's a great
and
game.
when I saw this and everybody just dunking on them, I was like, God damn it. Because I know the intention is good. It's like, look at how much value there is. And, you know, there's hardcore Dying Light players that have shared that kind of stuff to their team over many years. Like, look at how many, I'll put in 1,000 hours. But the thing is, it doesn't sound right coming out from, you know, the developers. There's like many caveats. It's like, you know, if you do 100%, if you do every single little freaking activity, if you do all that, but you can't put that in a tweet. So when you just say it takes 500 hours to complete, people are going to freak out.
Damn.
And they're going to be like, oh, what is your game so fucking boring?
And bloated.
I'm like, oh.
It's bound to happen at that.
You know, they did it to themselves. I mean, somebody should have checked that tweet, and God bless you, and I feel sorry for y'all, but you're getting dunked on, and unfortunately, it's kind of... I don't want to say it's deserved because I understood what they meant. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we got a little bit more clarification. And look, this is going to be something like steal a shoe from every zombie in the city, and that's going to take you 100 hours to do or whatever. They did say...
Holy shit, Joe. Have you tried Blood, Sweat, and Tears?
No.
Dude, it's the new flavor from G Fuel. Wow, that is interesting. It's like a cinnamon mixed with two other flavors I never... It's crazy.
But if you are worried about 500 hours, they said that 70 to 80 hours is actually what it's going to take to do the actual quests within the game.
Back when I was talking to them, I don't even remember what E3 it was. They had said something like 60 hours, 40 to 60.
Yeah.
So either... You know, it is grown since then.
That's
every
side quest. This is every side quest. So if you do everything 70 to 8 hours, and I imagine probably cut it in half if you're only doing the main story quest.
Yeah.
So still solid game if you're looking for an incredible amount of content. Now the issue is if you're one of those people that like the 100% games, don't buy this one because ain't nobody got time for this.
Do buy this one. You get value for your money.
All right. In next news,
nobody says you got to complete it in a year. Nobody says you got to complete it in a week. You can fucking 100%.
Completionists are a different breed. They want to get all that stuff done immediately.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
It's gonna be $60, $70. Don't know yet.
I actually don't know. I don't know.
One guy, I got time for that. Joe was like, well, you got a good life, sir.
Right?
500 hours. Ken Levine was a guy that's been in the video game industry for a really long time, and he.
Joe, wait! I feel like we're jumping to the next news story too quickly. What do you think about that, Joe? Do you think it's dumb that they tweeted the 500 hours?
Yeah.
Or did you take it wrong?
No, I was like, that's gonna be a lot of shit to do. I think it's going to be worth. That's why I asked if it was going to be $60 or $70. If it's $60, it's definitely worth the value. But
I know, but the tweet itself. Do you think it was ill-advised?
They should have just been like, "This game's going to take you very, very long." That's it.
You could have put. There's potentially hundreds of hours of gameplay. Is what they get. Potentially 500 hours worth of gameplay. I think people would have took it better.
I think this is going to scare off the some casual gamers.
Yeah, and I don't want that.
So
that sucks.
people games like Days Gone had issues where people were looking to play a tight forward campaign, and Days Gone didn't do that. Actually, half the reviews
forward.
Yeah, people were upset that it felt so bloated and there was too much stuff to do, and then there was no real direction. And other people loved it because it was an open world. You could do a bunch of really crazy stuff. But not every gamer is like that. When we enjoying a ton of stuff to do, some people want to start and finish.
This guy, it's like one-on-one bear.
That bear kicked your ass.
Well, you know what? He was bigger than me.
You had a gun. And fire.
No, I wanted a bare hand. Was hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah. And then going back to the E3 story, it's like, you know, I'm so thankful for that because E3 was a nightmare for me, man. I would do like running back and forth between the halls, doing 19 interviews. It was so much work. And getting the interviews. But I miss that. I miss being able to get into, you know, in front of the developers and seeing their passion for the game. So I hope eventually it does come back in some form or another. But I think if it does, I know it might be elitist of me, but I think it should go back to like a press type of thing, or at least keep it small, right? Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to avoid large crowds. And maybe it's like a press event, because that's the way it was for a little bit, and then slowly over time they open it back up to the people. I don't know.
I mean,
I think that would probably work out easier, and the little individual companies might be more willing to go there. Because another thing is it was overpriced to buy booths and stuff. But if you're not doing it to impress, you know, mass audiences, and you're just showing off the game, you can just bring your computer, you know, one or two computers and a little poster and go, right? And that would be cool to get time in front of these things as press. But I know that's a me thing, and not everybody's like.
I mean, it's a them thing because a lot of professional expos have press days and they have public days. You know, Thursday, Friday is a press thing because they're there for their job, and then on the weekends, that's when you have everyone, like all the fans, fly out to see all those different things.
It just ties into the money because I'm wondering, are companies willing to spend the kind of money that it takes to make those impressive booths for the public?
Oh, and fake video, advertising video.
I was about to say that too. I was like, well, I think it's just gonna be like a show. It's like, this is what it could look like, but you're not gonna get this.
One side of me is like, dude, I'd much rather stay home and watch, you know, things and do our reactions to it because it's so much fucking easier for us than to fucking fly and then fucking run over here, run over there, check our footage, all this other shit. It's just way easier.
Well,
so
even then, like,
I'm cool with it for another year being like that. So.
But even then, like, whenever you did Cyberpunk, you're like, oh my god, it was so much fun. I did this and this, and the game came out, and you're like, well, I played something different.
Yeah, this was a different game.
So my experience was completely different.
Right,
so.
yeah, definitely. And E3 is not like really a meetup for like people because like when I'm there, I'm working and people, hey John, I was like, oh man, I gotta go, you know. But like places like TwitchCon and PAX, those are meetups.
Yeah,
those are cool that you go to and just hang out with people. But E3 is more like, hey, let's see what's coming up in the year. All right. Anyway, so now let's figure out what's going on.
Ken Levine's a butthole. And a bunch of people, former employees.
Isn't that guy made
BioWare, yeah. He, big in the game industry, started a small company that kind of dissolved. And this new company, Ghost Story Games, the employees say that the studio president burns people out, repeatedly throws out weeks or months of work.
Yeah.
And it's just, they're working on a game that's been in development for 7 years. They're still a couple years away. Yeah. And he's constantly throwing things out. And he's trying to make, in his defense, I don't know. It sounds like he has a particular vision and he wants it to do that. But you also have to understand that, your employees are people and you have to take care of them and make sure to treat them right because he's burning all these people out.
Like,
even close friends of him are coming out and saying that it's a problem. He's a very hard person to work for. The guy's being very diplomatic. And so some people are leaving and he's got some issues.
I think he would be perfect for Star Citizen. He should definitely go work there.
Oh, you start over, throw work out and do all this.
No, do it again.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the guy, and I know he's kind of a little bit of a superstar because of the fact that he made those games.
Amazing games.
But now it's, It's a show me league. Show me what you've been doing lately, and if you've been doing the right thing, and also making good games. I don't know. We're okay. We'll just have to see. So
yeah. So this Bloomberg report was pretty much like, what is this guy doing? What is the superstar? Where have they been? What have they been working on? Because they've been working on this game for 7 years.
Yeah.
They're working under Take-Two, and it's just like we've got nothing. And so it's like, what's
going on?
So they did an interview of all the employees, and the employees
What
are
have
like,
you done for me
he's kind of a jerk.
he's just like, he's a jerk. He's been throwing out all of our work. Everyone's demoralized. We're still 2 years away from a launch, and it's just like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's bad.
They were right, Joe. That's a Star Citizen situation
Yeah.
with Chris Roberts. It's like, look, I want it this way. This is the way I want it, and I want it. And then, okay, here it is. Okay, you know what? Last night I had this great idea. I want it this way now. It's like, but that's not gonna work. You just said that I wanted this. Okay, well. And that happens in game development.
Yeah,
sometimes. I'm not saying that's
surprised.
what's happening now, but that usually leads to those types of delays.
Yeah, which is, I'm surprised Star Citizen like developers haven't done this
That's
publicly though.
Oh,
as well.
I'm
It's
sure
like,
they
look,
have.
I'm tired of this bullshit.
If you gave
doing
them
the same thing
anonymously
over
fraction,
and over.
yeah, but if they're getting a fraction of a percent of the fake real estate that people are, and the insurance, like money
That's
and all that other
if,
stuff,
though.
like if they're
I don't
getting taken
know.
care of, then they're not going to say anything. It's like, man, I'll be in development for this game for 40 years if I can make $500 million. Every
It's like, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna make a ship and then throw it away. Next day, make a ship, throw it away.
you
I'm
take a
okay
picture
with
of
that.
it, and then you sell the ship to someone online.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Going back to the story, I don't know why I keep doing this. Going back to the story we just said before with 500 hours. What game, Joe? I already know Alex.
Skyrim.
I know 2 games that Alex has spent over 500 hours. in.
Many games have spent over 500 hours.
I want to know in a minute. but
Skyrim.
Skyrim?
Skyrim.
Yeah, that's me too. That's me too. Me too.
I was like,
Okay.
I bought it 4
mine's
times, so
no,
100 hours,
actually,
100 hours, 100 hours, 100 hours.
I don't think to be fair, I like to be very honest. I don't think I've hit 500 hours, but I know there's hundreds
No,
of
yeah,
hours in
no,
Skyrim.
for sure.
Now, what I legitimately hit 500 hours is Morrowind, because you remember me and Devin would come home after
yeah.
school, we'd just fucking play and play and play. and then,
Big ass fleas for
So I know
traveling.
that for certain. I don't know Alex for certain. It's Diablo 2 and
League?
Heroes of Might and Magic
3.
3.
And EverQuest.
Those are the only ones that I know.
Oh,
EverQuest?
EverQuest. Easily in EverQuest. Legends.
World of Warcraft?
No, never played World of Warcraft. I mean a little bit. Warcraft 3 for sure. StarCraft 1 for sure.
Yeah,
Legends of Kesme for sure.
I know
there's
from
some old ass
some
games.
Mortal Kombats I know I put in many hours into. But
Yeah, but I only played like the
Skyrim
Warcraft,
for
the first one. That was fun.
500. I want to see the
models and stuff.
receipts, Joe. I want to see the receipts because I
There's
believe
no
Alex
tracks now.
on 500
How
hours.
many tracks?
And yeah, everything tracks, Joe. In fact, what are you getting up to on Gladius? You should tell because you got to at least have at least 100 hours in Gladius.
For sure, 100 hours.
I know he's got at least 100.
People complain. It's like we played until 7 in the morning. It's like I couldn't. No.
And you know what? I
It's
have
the
a
whole
hun-
day. The whole day, we order pizza. It's like
Joe.
everyone got their food.
Yeah.
All right. No, only pee breaks and little breaks in between.
Yeah, and I know, and I have over 100 hours in both Gladiuses.
Ooh.
You remember the
Oh,
other
more
Gladius?
factions.
Yeah.
Yes.
LucasArts Gladius with the Gladiators. I kind of want to try to stream that again. But we got to figure out our audio for the console stuff.
yeah.
All right. Anyway, so sorry for derailing again. Go.
All right. Let's go through to the industry NFT update.
Oh God, Alex.
No,
I take
we're
it
doing
back.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
What other games have you played recently?
Yeah.
Joe?
They're here to stay, guys.
No, they're not. Did you fucking say that?
It's true.
GameStop wants to open. I mean, look, GameStop is leaning into the memes. They know their fans are people who are crypto savvy, who are meme stock savvy, and they're leaning into it. And
They better not be.
They are saying they're looking for select developers and publishers to list their tokens on their NFT platform that they want to make. That sounds great.
No.
Sega also said that we want to get into NFTs too, but only if it's perceived as
You fuckers.
simple. They won't do it if it's perceived as simple money making. We want to, they want to use the technology because look,
It's money making.
yeah.
That's the fucking point of NFTs. It can't. We're gonna wait till it's not about making money. That makes no fucking sense. And goddamn it, you better keep them NFTs away from Sonic, for the love of God.
Well, Konami would never do us wrong, and they unveiled that Castlevania 35th anniversary is great because Castlevania is amazing, but it's an NFT collection, and people are listening.
The goddamn what the fuck?
14
legendary, nostalgic. Do not, but they already did, right?
Yeah, they're auctioning 14 different pieces of artwork from the franchise via the NFT marketplace.
Would you like to waste your money?
Would you like to buy a receipt for something that I'm just going to copy and paste and have as my desktop wallpaper? Because I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You can't stop me. It's mine. It's like, no, but I own it. It's like,
I fucking hate NFTs and the idea of NFTs and the idea of merging it with gaming. Keep your stupid fucking gambling, speculation, hype, fucking garbage, crypto garbage out of my video game. I don't need yet another fucking thing to take resources and development and focus away from good gaming.
Yep.
Period. I'm going to fucking shit on the goddamn first AAA game that tries to put this shit in here. It is going to be nuclear. It's going to be the biggest angry rant ever. Ubisoft is trying to lead the charge. And we also know Square Enix. So you've got two warning signs. Beep, beep, beep. What was that?
I think it would be an Assassin's
Incoming
Creed.
soldiers, angry army members. We will mobilize when this shit comes out.
Yeah.
Because we're pushing back, period.
Buy it.
Look, AAA developers have enough to worry about. They're either.
I said, don't buy it.
You said,
I said, don't.
I heard buy it.
No, I said, don't.
Okay.
Why the fuck would I say buy it?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch!
You need that. Sorry, Joe.
So AAA developers have enough stuff to throw into their games, and they're already not living up to that. So having them put in NFT and technology that they may not understand is going to take away from development. So speaking of AAA developers that don't know how to make games, Battlefield 2042, they are removing Rush. Because,
I love
that was
There
it.
was like the one mode in Portal that I really
mode.
enjoyed, except at release it didn't work because you tried to press a button and then the button wouldn't press. And then when it would work, you couldn't see the fucking bar filling because it's the transparency, the fucking interface was made by a 2-year-old. And then they just said, fuck it, take it out. Oh, you like that mode? Take it out. Battlefield 2042 is a fucking joke!
But nobody laughed.
But
nobody laughed.
That's toxic.
I cried on the inside.
That's toxic.
That's toxic. I am now banned from all EA games.
Not just from that, from the Reddit as well. Because
I'm already banned.
Following developer harassment, Battlefield 2042's toxic subreddit may go on lockdown. The moderators are very upset that people are upset that they wasted their money.
Fuck them.
I know.
Fuck the moderators in the Battlefield 24. You know, when we put up our review, our review would go up and they'd take it down. Our review would go up and take it down. So fuck off, moderators of Battlefield 2042. Now, granted, I'm a reasonable person. There is a limit to toxicity. You don't fucking threaten people's lives. You don't fucking go and develop. You know that there's a segment of gamers that I agree with the moderators there. All right, I just said fuck you, but at the same time I agree with what you're saying. But
you're saying
I know
the game in general, not specifically.
Yeah, exactly. When you start talking about that, it's like, dude, don't fucking yell at those people. You don't know if they are the ones fucking responsible. Because a lot of the time, these suits, they don't fucking Twitter accounts. They're not fucking on there looking at what you care about. The people that are looking at what you care about are the people that are on your side but have no fucking power within the company. Community managers, some developers here and there.
Yeah.
It's not their fault. So when you go that far with toxicity, Battlefield 2042 moderator Reddit, totally fine. But I've also been on the other end of it where they're a little overzealous and they're like, let's be no negativity, be positive. And you guys, I'm tired of hearing this, and because they're tired of it, then they want to shut it down.
Mainly, what I have seen on the I look on the subreddit every single week. It's something that people link me to for potential news stories. Now, there's a lot of toxicity because people are upset about the game and the performance and the lack of features. And
they should be.
That is. These are valid issues. Now the issue
and they eventually did let our review go up, so I'll give them credit there.
But this is the type of toxicity that the moderators are like, oh, any sort of naysaying is viewed as toxic. That's not the case here. Now they are trying to get on the good side of the community managers. Now the community managers have straight up multiple times lied to the community. And it's not they're not the ones writing it. They're told by EA what they can say and what they cannot say. But if you are the face of the company and you are told to lie to the people, and then you lied to the people, and the people are mad that that's your job.
What's weird to me, is like the timing of it. You would think that the toxicity would have been earlier. It just feels like, I'm not starting any conspiracy theories, but it's like EA or those community managers are like, hey, you need to get that in check. And it's like, but that's not how it works. You don't have any power over that.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have any power over that. But that could just be a coincidence because toxicity levels are high right now. I think it was because of the tweet. You didn't talk about it, right? The tweet?
Which one?
Because the guy was like, "Oh, you guys are being brutal." One of the developers came.
Yeah.
You guys are being
Your
brutal.
expectations are brutal.
Your expectations are brutal.
A working game. I'm sorry.
We're all on vacation and that stuff. But look, I would have piled on that tweet too, man. I would have been like, "Dude, that's not brutal expectations. If you had got it right the first time, then we wouldn't have even said it."
Functioning game is not a brutal expectation. A
No.
scoreboard, when you've always
It's
include
just-
one, is not a brutal expectation. Working guns in your shooty game, literally the only thing in Battlefield is fucking gunplay, and it was broken and garbage.
Attachments
That is
and
not a
everything,
brutal
yeah.
expectation. Fuck off.
Right.
And you can ban me from the subreddit. Fuck you. Now, if toxicity doesn't go down, they're going to lock threads and on a majority of posts. And if toxicity increases, which I imagine it's going to, we will lock down
you don't
the
tell
subreddit.
people on the internet what to do.
Yeah, don't tell them to fuck off. You fuck off.
Yeah.
And that's not going to go well.
And I'm not telling you to threaten. Don't threaten anybody.
No.
But also, Battlefield is a shit show. You should not play it. And you should let people on that subreddit know that it's a shit show and to play Battlefield 5 or 4.
Yeah, and honestly, here's the thing: is the Battlefield subreddit is therapeutic for some people like me. I like looking at all the hilarious bugs and stupid shit and laughing about it, and then also being depressed, and then sharing my depression with others. And then, as we go along, it'll get better. So look, if you want the Battlefield 2042 subreddit to be less toxic, then
Make a better game.
Make a better game.
Give us less reason to be toxic about you stealing money from us, you stupid
but
fucks.
there's nothing you can do about the types of gamers who are always going to take it too
You
far
can't control
and
that
say,
anymore. Can't please it.
well, in this thing, it's their job to control it. So I understand that they have to lock down some of it.
Yeah.
Those are actually have a reason to, but are they going to have like another Reddit, like low sodium?
Low sodium Battlefield.
Low
Yeah.
sodium Battlefield.
No, I mean, the only
This is
issue is
amazing.
any sort of naysaying just immediately gets thrown into the, you're the death threat kind of person. It's like, no, you didn't
Because
make
the people that made it are probably were huge fans of it, and they were like, "This is going to be great."
So, guy, man, look,
And
I was fucking
every
disappointed.
day they have to deal with the negativity from it.
Yeah, because it's bad.
Because it's bad.
Because it's
It's like,
bad.
we know it's bad.
Look,
we,
and it's
we're just doing what we're told.
It's only gonna get worse.
Unfortunately.
From the news stories we've covered here, Alex telling us about the direction they'd like to go with the hero shooter
It's
and
gonna be great.
the universe of
Yeah.
2042. I'm like,
don't be sad.
NFTs.
Don't be sad.
please,
Don't be sad.
don't do that.
NFTs are coming. Don't
Don't
be
do
sad.
that. I can't.
So is it.
I can't. Let's talk.
Sometimes it's like that.
Let's talk something better than the
OJ,
depression.
you wanted to talk about something.
Yes, the pirate ship game we've been waiting for.
Skull and Bones.
Yeah, it's going to have NFTs in it.
Probably from Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm afraid of.
Pirate NFTs.
Unfortunately,
No,
like badass
that's not
ships
it.
and stuff like Captain
Don't say
Davy
that.
Jones NFT. Anyways, the co-director departs from
Is that
Ubisoft.
game still coming out?
Yeah, it's slated for this year, maybe.
When the fuck is it coming out,
Well,
Joe?
first time it came out was in 2018. Then it was in May of
No,
2019.
we saw it in 2017, Joe. Or no,
Oh, it says
did we saw it
18.
in-
Yeah, it says
Yeah,
18.
but we went in there. Were you not with me? I actually
no,
got
you
my
brought me
hands
the
on
shirt
it.
though.
Okay.
It was sweet
Were there
shirt.
NFTs then?
No.
Nah,
Did you,
I
I didn't even know.
did
what
you get a
was
receipt
fucking
for anything?
NFT.
No?
No, that was before. But in May of 2019, it was delayed to 2022, and it slipped past and it announced in 2021 that Skull and Bones was scheduled for release sometime in April 2022 or March 2023.
Or maybe this or this.
Maybe this year, next
I have
year.
no idea what's going on with Skull and Bones. I played it. I got my hands on it, and I enjoyed it. And they were like, "Hey, what did you think?" I said, "Yeah, you guys are on the right track." And that was like in 2017.
Yeah, but you didn't tell. They're like, dude, it's a long track. Like,
But what it did feel like, it felt like a mini game. It felt like Assassin's Creed at the time. You took out the ships and you put them all together.
that's what I
and it was a
wanted.
little mini game, and then you had some microtransactions. What kind of flags do you want, and all that stuff. And I thought it was going to be a free to play, multiplayer only, boom experience. And it should have come out that way, but I guess they kept increasing the scope, and then they would fuck up in the scope
bloated.
increase. And I have
But it
no
just
idea what's
has me kind of worried because what's his name? Antoine Henry. He left. He's working 15 years with the company. He's moving to better, exciting things.
It's
like
called-
everyone else.
you. The co-director says, "I'm moving on to better things."
Yeah, because
but
this
you're
is
not
a big
even
pile of shit.
done. You're not even done with the thing.
Yeah, and that's what had me
you're
worried too about the
working on.
EA3 little presentation because you played it and you said it was that.
Yeah.
And now it's
not that.
it's
Oh, that's
nothing like
right.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that trailer
Yeah,
too.
That's
Okay, I have no idea what's going on with Skull and
me
Bones.
neither. But I want to.
But
check it
I
out.
don't want it to be a Sea of Thieves situation at release because I know Sea of Thieves has gotten better.
better now.
We haven't had a chance to play. It's always going to be better with the Pirates of the Caribbean. We still need to try it playing.
But it pisses me off because like you spent $60 on the game, then later on they fix it. You could buy it for like $20. Why the fuck? I'm just gonna wait.
If you're
fix your shit.
patient, the patient gamers are fucking.
Yeah, you guys are
collecting.
the real heroes. Was like, oh, I had a good
y'all the
time. It's a
real
great game for
MVP.
$20. I was like, you didn't have to wait.
Yeah.
Pros.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was it for me.
It's gonna be bad.
I think I have some
NFTs?
hope because
100%.
I know one aspect of the game is going to be fun, unless
Do
they
you, though?
completely butchered that part.
I think they did.
don't know.
2018.
2017. It was probably 2018. Maybe it was 2019. I don't know, John. I'm old.
No, I'm just saying.
I can't
that
remember
was
exactly
what you
when it
saw
was.
back then. But
No, I played it.
yeah,
Okay.
back then. But it's probably scrapped.
You're gonna have to buy an NFT for each pirate flag that they're
No.
gonna sell you, and then it's gonna be great.
I'm
And you
just
have to
gonna
pay
use
for cannonballs.
Microsoft art.
Stop it.
Do my own.
Yeah.
We'll have
It's like, fuck
NFT
that, I ain't paying for
cannonballs for
shit.
each cannonball shot that you do. They'll take a picture of the cannonball because the cannonballs are unique. There's different scratches on the cannonball, and I have a common cannonball, but I'm looking to get a rare cannonball from.
You need some sweet balls.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I got the sweet balls.
Yeah. If you want sweet balls, use Manscaped.
That's true. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so I get to do a story now. It's a big story. It sucks because we just barely missed it after we put out our news. Then Sony says, hey, check this out. And it's the official name and reveal of some controllers and specs of the VR. PlayStation VR is officially called, ready? PlayStation VR 2.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Big reveal. Okay, and they announced that
Quest
simultaneously
2.
so they announced a device. They give a spec. So we're getting OLED screen, OLED sweet. Panel resolution, this is fucking crazy though. The panel resolution is what I'm impressed with. 2000 by 2040 per eye. So you're looking at fucking like goddamn fucking HD or more than HD.
So you telling me this is better than the Virtual Boy?
No, nothing will be better than the Virtual Boy.
And then the field of view is approximately 110 degrees. And what and then you have the motion sensor. It's going to be inward tracking, meaning the trackers are on the unit itself. You don't have to have outside cameras because you remember here's the thing. And it's going to be one. Oh, man, I'm fucking up this news story. So the cable, one cable, inside tracking, fucking 4K almost, technically 4K, better field of view, better graphics, basically fucking awesome. The only thing though is it's not cordless. You know, I feel like I don't give a shit about VR unless you give it to me in a package where I don't have to be inconvenienced with the cable. But you can offset that if it has great graphics. And right now, you can't do cordless with amazing graphics. You have to plug in the Oculus Rift 2. And so that's a trade-off right now. We're not there yet, Joe. I'm talking to myself and you. Maybe in PlayStation VR 3, the super creative title, maybe that could be a thing.
Well, how is the performance on the Quest 2?
Yeah, well, the
There is a
Oculus,
wireless
the
one.
Quest, I keep calling it
Yeah.
Oculus Rift 2, it's Oculus Quest 2. That one is 1832 by 1920 per eye. So the resolution is less. Also, what's less is the field of view is less. and the display refresh, which is the most important part that kind of helps with motion sickness, is pretty bad at launch. It was 72 hertz. And then later on, there was 90 hertz. And I think there's been a recent update to bring it up to 120.
PSVR 1 and 2 go up to 120 now.
But PSVR 2 is going to be 120, is, to compare against. So basically, it's going to be fucking awesome. It's going to be expensive. But here's the thing with these new VR headsets and new consoles. I don't give a shit how powerful it is. I mean, I want it to look well and right. But it's the games.
Yeah.
Lebowski, it's where the game's at, right? Well, they did announce, they knew that they needed to bring something. And so they brought a new Horizon Zero Dawn game, exclusive, called Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Sign me up.
They did a little trailer for it. Unfortunately, when I saw the trailer, I was like,
no,
it's like a fucking theme park ride. You're just sitting there and you're watching one of the robots, elephant feet, doing it. You know how this. So I'm hoping it's a little more elaborate than what we saw there, because I
want to trip the motherfucker.
Have you seen the Oculus commercials they're putting out everywhere where they're like, Oculus isn't just for gaming, and they list some stuff. It's like, that doesn't sound all that. I want Oculus for gaming.
Yeah, I saw that for sports. She's like, yeah, now you do some nerd. I was like, okay, don't call me a nerd.
Yeah, what?
What if
It's for gamer nerds? Come on, Susie.
I like VR
yeah,
games.
they're
Okay,
fun
more
games.
VR games. I
Another
don't
thing.
want less experience bullshit.
Another thing is eye tracking per eye.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really good because, to track your irises, what that could do is help improve focus and areas of the screen that you focus on. It could be great for, maybe they could do something interesting with horror games or something. And then vibration on the headset itself. So your head will vibrate.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I don't know how you're going to do it.
Just fucking do it. It's like, you playing the games? Nah, just getting massage.
Right. There needs to be a massage app.
What is it, $500, $600 massage?
Well, true, Joe. We don't know the price of it yet, but I don't think it's going to be cheap. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be more expensive than the first PlayStation VR, which I don't even remember how much that shit was. Then I think it's going to be more expensive. It's
600. Nailed
probably
it.
550, 600. Yeah. And honestly, if they did all this cordless, I'd be in. But then why would you need a PlayStation? You wouldn't need the PlayStation for it if it goes cordless.
Well, even if it's cordless, I'm going to hold off because I
guess
want to
you
see
could
the games.
transfer
What are you
data
gonna do?
between
I don't
the
want to
console and
spend
the
that
headset.
much for no games.
Yeah.
So I'll wait.
Well, there are some VR games, so they would probably throw the library of VR games on there. But you're right, it needs a killer app. Now, they tried to say, hey, don't worry about it. There's a killer app. It's called Horizon Call of the Mountain. But from what I saw of it, I'm like, that ain't no killer app, man. That's like a theme park ride, unless they're hiding the rest of it. And so I like that. Here's my take on PlayStation VR 2. I like that technology is evolving, and I know Meta is working on behind the scenes, not only in Oculus Quest 3, but they're even working on the Oculus Quest 4 simultaneously. So I like that technology is advancing. I don't think I'll care until 2024. Or 2025 when they announce not only do you get the fucking amazing 4K graphics and the high quality graphics, but you also get the two things that they need: better battery life and wireless.
I mean, there are barely enough games to justify a PlayStation 5 purchase on its own. And then, there's got to be a catalog of games to justify a PlayStation VR 2 and a PlayStation 5 purchase. And so I think it's going to take a really long time.
Can't even fucking find a PS5, much less a goddamn PS5 VR 2. Like, if you can't even... Yeah, it's bad timing. It feels
that's what I was thinking.
shitty.
I was like, I don't want a $500-$600
There are people out
paperweight.
there... Yeah.
And
that's kind of what it is.
You play one game. It's an experience.
You don't even know how long that is.
Games.
But yeah, that's probably like a 10-minute demo or something. It's like,
I don't give a shit. Now, you give me another one of those You got to give me...
Dreadhall.
Now, we're going to try... I'll probably buy it for show purposes, right?
Yeah.
So we could do this. But if I was just a consumer, I don't give a fuck about this. I'm not buying it unless you give me 3 killer apps at the very least.
For $500-$600, you have to,
Yeah,
very
at
least.
the very least.
And then,
they have to be damn good ones. And I don't even think Horizon Call of the Mountain qualifies as one right now from what I've
the majority of consumers don't have enough games to get a fucking Oculus, right? I mean, one of the problems that you have is when you have a full Steam library, and there's a ton of great games on there, but then you're limited on PlayStation. It's like, well, we got 3.
The biggest question for me is all of the previous PlayStation VR games compatible with this? I would say yes, since it's more powerful.
It better be.
And
otherwise, there's nothing
because if
to
it's
play.
not, then ooh, fuck. It's got to be backwards compatible. All right. Anyways, so that was my thing there. You know, one more angle is that look, this is for people that don't have the time, money, knowledge for investment into their PC. It's nice to be able to experience VR if you don't have a high-powered PC. Because you need a high-powered PC to experience VR the way it's meant to be experienced. Steam has great headsets. I recommend if you don't care about wireless, you go to Steam headsets or you do the PlayStation VR.
Yeah, I like the Index, but I can only play for a bit because of the field of vision. It's too much for me sometimes.
That field of view,
Makes me sick.
110. Yeah.
Can't you do
Be a
VR
man,
games
Joe. Get over
through the streaming services, right? So,
I don't know.
So like I think they were through GeForce Now.
Anyways, y'all tell us what you think in the comments about the PlayStation VR 2. Are you like me? Are you waiting for PlayStation VR 3? Or are you on board for VR 2? All right. You got anything else?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Well, I want to thank our sponsors once again, Manscaped. Be a new man this year. Grab yourself some care products. They're freaking awesome. Make you smell great and make you look great. And cool. So we've got episode 2 coming up. Watch that. And thank you very much. We'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Bye guys.